What's going on? Back with another late night discussion. I just want to say life is just wow. Life is really really wow. Um, I know a lot of people probably look forward to unwinding and getting ready for bed to escape this wild thing called life because this world is crazy. It's a lot going on in this world. What a wild world we live in, right? But someone left a comment on a video talking about what were they talking about? They said something about being reincarnated. If you could die and be reincarnated as a ladies' man or come back a animal. If I had my choice, if I was, if I could choose, if you could die and come back, um, and a ladies' man or an animal, if I had to pick and choose between two of those things, I would pick and choose to come back a human being. I wouldn't choose to be an animal, but I would choose to be a human being that's born, you know, into better circumstances. Per se, saying being a human being that is raised by his mother and father, you know, raised by two parents that got their head on straight. Um, if I could die and come back, I would come back a dude with a really high IQ, a dude that all the women want to sleep with. If you was gonna die and come back again, you would want to be a better version of yourself because you don't want to live the same horrible reality that you're living now. You would want to be, if you could die and come back on this planet again, you'd want your life to be somewhat easier, right? Not saying your life would be perfect if you was to die and come back on this planet, but you'd want it to be better than what it's been now. If you was given a second shot at life, you would definitely want to come back with better advantages than the ones you have now. I know I would. You'd want to come back, you know, with a higher IQ, parents that got their head on right, you know, being raised a certain way, being taught certain things at a younger age so you can be in a better position, you know. If you're going to come back on, if you get a second shot, you want it to be better than before, because who in the world would want to live the same lifestyle that they're living now? The thing about life is it's a one-time process. You can't do this thing all over again. You got one time to do it right. It would be nice to be able to press rewind, just like, back in the 90s, they had the cassettes, the tape, the VHS cassettes where you put a tape in and you watch your movie. It would be nice to be able to press rewind or pause on life, and you could do it over again. But the thing with this life, you only get one time to do this thing. You can't rewind the hands of time. You can't go back in time and do this thing all over again. That's why life is so crucial, because time is something that you cannot get back. But I mean, I'm sure I'm sure anybody would want to, if they knew that they could die and come back again and have a better life than the life that they're currently living now. I'm sure a lot of people would die and come back, just like on a video game. You kill yourself and you come back, you know, You die and you come back, you start the game over. I wish life was like that, because I've thought about that myself. Like, what if you could just restart life? You know, just restart life, just like you restart a video game or restart a movie. That would be so lovely, because a lot of people, they made a lot of mistakes in life, and a lot of people have certain disadvantages that have hindered them greatly in life. So I would definitely choose to be in a way better position if I could do it all over again. Have two parents that's on the same page. My father would be raising me, and you know, I'd get the guidance that I need to be prepared to be a man. Um, if I could get a second shot at life, things would definitely be different. They would, because what's so unfortunate is that a lot of people's potential has been stunted due to certain roadblocks in their lives. So it would be nice if you could be reincarnated, as you died, you come back as a sex symbol. I don't know. I don't know if reincarnation is real, but I felt this was a very interesting topic to talk about. And the fact that someone left that comment, I felt that I would definitely talk about this, because that would make a lot of people feel very good inside if they could start their life over again, and they could get the right teachings, and they could have the right experiences to really prepare them to live a good life. That would be so lovely if you could just start life all over again and do it over. And then you could get all the things that you missed, and everything run smoothly the way it needs to. But unfortunately, we can't do that. But I know it's a lot of people that would love to start their life all over. There are some people who wouldn't change a thing. There was a song on Memphis Bleak album, Money, Attitude, Direction, and Education. And it was one track on there. He sampled it from an old school song. And it said, I wouldn't change a thing if I had to live my life all over. Now, there are some people, they were fortunate enough to where things went the way they were supposed to go in their lives. So, they lived a pretty well, they lived a pretty good life. And there are some people, they wouldn't change a thing if they had to do it all over again. If they were given the opportunity to live their life over, do things over, there are some people who wouldn't change nothing, because everything has been good for them in life. They've had a lot of good experiences. They were raised, by two good parents that had their mind right. You know, they have a solid career. There are some people who've had so much success in their life to where if they were given a chance to be reincarnated, or if they could die and come back again, they wouldn't do anything different, because life has been good to them. And those are the very fortunate people, if you ask me. But for the most part, I believe a lot of people would want to die and come back and do it all over again, because it's a lot of people whose life hasn't been good. And that would be wonderful if life was like a video game where you could just press a reset button and start this thing all over. That would be so lovely, because life has really been it's been a disaster for some people, and it's been very hard for some people, and it's been very stressful for some people. And some people suffered and went through a lot of adversity unnecessarily. But that's just the way things played out for some people. But yeah, if somebody, to the person that left that comment on the video, would I want to come back? Would I want to be reincarnated as a ladies' man or an animal? I'd just come back being a ladies' man, being a man that's desired by women, and just being a man um, that had better life experiences. That would be my decision. But this has been another late night discussion. Let me know any other topics that you would like discussed, because I don't mind talking about anything that anyone wants to talk about. But you guys have a good night, and we'll be talking soon.